Some way, baby, it's a part of me, apart from me. You lay in waste to Halloween. Learnguitartunes, Jack here as always. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today's lesson is Bon Iver. I thought I'd do another Bon Iver song after the huge success of Skinny Love. Seems to be my most popular song on my whole channel. So today I've done Holocene, which is the most beautiful song. When I first heard this, it really gave me goosebumps. So I thought I'd teach you it. I don't think it's the exact version of how the actual band are playing it, but this is the version that I like playing. I'm going to show you the chords, nice little set of chords, and I'll be showing that really distinctive picking. So 3 different versions: chords, picking, and then without the capo, a nice other version of this song. So I hope you enjoy it. Bon Iver, Holocene. Okay, so Bon Iver, Holocene. I'm going to run through first of all the chords of the song, then I'll go through the finger picking of the exact same chords really. Then I'll show you another version of chords with the capo further up on the 6th fret, and then I'll show you another version without the capo at all. Okay, so let's run through the chords then. For those of you who aren't that confident of doing the finger picking stuff, you can just have a nice little strum on the chords. Okay, and it still sounds to the song, it sounds nice. So the chords in the verse are C, and I guess before I start, capo on the 1st fret. So capo, fret number 1. Starts off with a C chord. The next chord that follows after C is an A minor. Then it goes into a G. It goes back to A minor again, then an F. Let's run through the lyrics with those chords, okay? Some way, baby, it's a part of me, it's a part, A minor, from me, G. Okay, so ready? Some way, baby, it's a part of me, it's a part from me. So quite a quick chord change from the A minor, part from me, G. Back to A minor, you're laying wasting, then F, Halloween. Somewhere, baby, it's a part of me, it's a part from me. So, parts from me. You're laying wasting, Halloween. Its head and it struck the string. Back to that A minor. You Milwaukee off your feet. Okay, so the chords, they're pretty easy, I guess. You know, standard open chords there that you should know if you're playing a song at this level. So for the chorus, it goes into an F, and it's this bit here. So it's, and once I knew I was not magnificent, and then A minor, G, straight above the highway of back to F, jagged vaccine, straight to A minor. So slightly faster this next bit. So jagged vaccine, thick with ice. I could see for miles, miles, miles. So that last bit, the last line, he says miles 3 times, and the chords are I could see for miles, A minor, miles, F, G, miles, C. Back to the verse. Okay, now we're going to do exactly the same chords. So the C, then A minor, G, then back to A minor, then F on this verse. But we're going to be doing the picking. So for the verse, you're in a C. You start off by hitting the A string. Then you bring your finger down, index. So I hit my A string with my thumb. And use my index finger, which is the next part, hitting the B string, then the G string, and the B again. Okay, so let's run that through again. C chord, and as soon as you hit that B, you're going back to the B again, but this time put your pinky on that 3rd fret of the B, still in that C chord shape. So like this. So you're hitting the B, you hit the B with the pinky on, then hit the B again, pinky off. So slowly. So that bit, you only play twice, like this. Then you go straight into the A minor shape, but when you hit the A minor shape, okay, you want to be back on the A again. So you're now getting an open note across that A string. And I try and hit the B and the G together with my index, or you can use these 2 fingers. So you kind of those 2 there with your thumb. And as soon as you hit that, all those 3 strings together, the A, G, and the B together in an A minor shape, straight into the next chord. And that G you hit straight onto the E string of that 3rd fret. Pinky again. Like that. The G I'm playing is, I stay in the A minor shape and I keep my index finger here and I go into the G shape like this. Ring fingers here on the E of the 3rd fret, middle finger, 2nd fret of the A, index finger, see there, 1st fret of the B. So with the G, you do exactly the same as what you did with the C. So this time, instead of the A string, you're obviously hitting the E. Pinky. Do this 3 times. I'll do exactly the same again with the A minor. And then into an F. And as soon as I do that, I then bring my thumb up. Okay, the F, you're just playing your index finger on the 1st fret of the B, 2nd fret of the G, 3rd fret there, the D. So again, exact same motion, but I'm trying to now bring my thumb up there for the bass note of the E on the 1st fret. Now if you're having trouble with your F and that thumb, so you can, if you want to, so instead of bringing your fingers into an F shape, what I do, also which you can do if you're struggling with the thumb to go up there, put your middle finger on the B string on the 1st fret, ring finger, 2nd fret of the G, and then just place your index finger up there on the first fret of the E, so you get that bass line in there. And pinky. I hope that was helpful. That was the picking. Now let's move on to another way of playing it. So I'm going to quickly run through this for you. This is for anyone who's got a slightly high pitched voice. Capo is now on my 6th fret, so it starts off with a G. Somewhere, baby, it's a part of me, it's apart from me. So it goes G, G, E minor, D. Back to that E minor. You're laying waste to Halloween, to a C. So let's do that again. G. Somewhere, baby, it's a part of me, it's E minor, D. E minor, waste to C. You G it, my friend, it's on its head and it's E minor, D. You're in E minor, C off your feet. Chorus. And once I knew C, it carries on with C, and it goes into E minor, D, C, E minor, D, and then it's C, E minor, G, D. And for the bit where it's miles, 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 it's miles, E minor, miles, C, miles, D, back to G, G. I hope that was clear also. Cheers. Okay, so those of you with no capo, so the first chord, which is a G chord, I've got my index finger on the A string of the 10th fret, my ring finger there at the 12th fret of the D string. Now, if you want to, you can just strike those. Sounds lovely if you bring in some of the open notes. So that's your first chord. That's a G. Then it goes down to an E minor. E minor is now exactly the same shape. You're just sliding up on the same strings, the A and the D, but on the 7th and the 9th fret. You can see the dots there, okay? 7th and the 9th fret. You can start to hear the song coming together. And then very similar again, but this time we're going to be sliding up to the 5 and the 7. And then the C is exactly the same, but this time the 5 and the 3. So the song starts like this. Somewhere, baby, it's a part of me, it's a part of me. You're laying back to the 7/9. Halloween. The 3 and the 5. So it's a C. And once I knew I was not magnificent. 7, 9, 5, 7. Little strumming, I bring in that open E. I hope that helps. I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bon Iver, Holocene.